What are the most common questions we get asked? How do you do it? How do you save all this energy? How do you guarantee it? How do you deliver the temperatures we require in every corner of our building? Well, the answer is actually simple. When you want a system for your building to heat it, what do? Phone a heating company, phone a consultant. They take a book out and they tell you what you need. And they design the system based on something that was written 70 years ago. And they install technology, again, that was based on something 70 years ago. So what do? We throw that guide away and we start again. We look at every possible area where we can improve what we're doing. And what's our 3 goals? To deliver temperatures, to deliver the ventilation required, and also, very importantly, to deliver you the maximum possible energy savings. How do we do it? Simple. We don't build heaters to sell to suppliers. We design and build systems. We install a system and we run it to its maximum potential. No other company does it. No other company can. We do, and I'm going to show you the basics on how we do it. Traditionally, how do we heat buildings? Well, we take our building, and what most companies would do, they install a warm air blower. They might use a burner, a fan, and they will create warm air. That warm air gradually makes its way down. For every unit of energy you put into that, you get between 5 and 10% where you really need it. Now, what's the biggest problem? What do we all know? Hot air rises. As soon as that air comes down and starts hitting all these cold surfaces, it wants to go straight back up again. What's the solution? I know. Let's add some fans. Let's increase the amount of energy we're using. We're doubling what we're using now, and we're now trying to force that air back down. We're creating an environment where everything is fighting against each other. What do? We get rid of this, we tear it up, we start again. What's different? Well, everything. We turn the building upside down and we heat from the floor upwards. How do we do it? By using our technology where the appliance is completely different to anything available today. The materials, the emitters, the colors, everything we use, we've developed over time to give you the most efficient appliance available. We even have a heat recovery system. If we have any stratification from the tubes, it gets pulled into the burner and reused. We use every piece of energy we can and we put it down on the floor where it's needed. And that is how we thermocharge the fabric of the building. And that is the basis of our technology. We have our own control system. Your building is split into zones. Each one of those zones can be run at a different temperature. That is also part of how we save energy. We can turn off most of the building. We can set the temperature lower. We can raise it higher. You'll find most heating systems can only run at one temperature. Go into the computer, set the temperature you want in the areas you want it, and hey presto, you have it. So what is efficiency? It's very simple. If we take a building and we install one of our heater units, we measure the efficiency by every 1 unit of energy we input. How much of that are we getting down as useful output? So input, output. We get 86% radiant efficiency. We quote radiant efficiency, okay? Because that's the useful output of a heater that we can use to thermocharge a building. Now, you've probably heard of there's other radiant systems on the market. They might even claim to be more efficient. How do they do that? Well, I'll explain it to you. But let's mount one of their heaters in the building. Now, we must mount it lower because they don't work at that height. For that 1 unit of energy, they generally get 20%. Not enough to do very much with. So how do they claim to be so efficient? Well, it's very simple. If you add on the losses you make from the back of a heater, as in heat stratification, hey, you might even have an exhaust that vents into the building. Let's add that on. After all, for that unit of gas, all of this is going into the building. So let's add those three together, and all of a sudden, I have a heater unit that's 98% efficient. Fantastic. Is it? No, because it's rubbish. What you need to do is concentrate on the output of a heater. If you've got 60% going up into the roof, who is that heating? It's not giving you anything worth talking about. This is what's important, and this is what sets us apart from any other radiant system. So if you want to talk about radiant, anything else, scrap it. Now, the question is, why do we get that and they get this? It's very simple. It's the technology behind our design and our heater, and that is what makes it different. So how do we know how much your new high efficiency globe energy heating system will use by way of energy? Easy. We know the volume of your building. We know the degree day averages for the area. Therefore, we can calculate the input required of our heating system to give you the temperatures you require. It's that easy, and it's guaranteed.